I got on here and I was so disappointed. Nothing happened. I don't know. When I hear bad ban lists, I traditionally believe that Konami's doing weird stuff, chat. Like a assault core to 1. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're gonna limit a assault core for some FTK that involves link monsters. You know what I mean? Mystic, yeah, Mystic. We're bringing back Mystic Mine. That'd be kind of funny, actually. But here's the Forbidden and Limited list. And I noticed, chat, after I looked at the FNL list myself, and I was extremely disappointed, as I believe most people were, Simo's thumbnail matches the community's opinion. I'm surprised Simo did. Like, I don't know. I don't associate Simo with, like, playing the game anymore. So at this point, I'm like, oh, he still makes, like, not Master Duel or not Master Duel, because he don't do that. I just thought, I'm like, he just does prog, right? Anyways, he did one like, yeah, but there was one ban list that I feel like Simo didn't make a video on, and then I thought, like, okay, he's fully just prog. You know what I mean? Anyways, Simo went to a YCS recently. That wasn't Philly, right? Because he wasn't at Vegas. And Simo lives at, yeah, Simo wasn't at Vegas, and he lives in Vegas. But he was at, no, I think he was at, I don't know, I've seen him sometime this year. Anyways, Cash Tiro Rise Heart. This was one everyone was expecting, chat. So it wasn't even like, I don't even think that this was an insane get hype moment, because it was, I would say, the most expected card to get banned in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of how much people say that it gatekeeps Yu-Gi-Oh! And I agree, chat. You know, people say, oh, you can't play Forbidden Droplet as a card anymore, which is probably true. Droplet just fell off the planet. You know what I mean? I can do a whole video about that, honestly. And then, like, it's just nothing else. And it's like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe they just have a whole bunch of, like, limited cards. Because to me, that means, like, all right, none of the trap cards that people complain about. I don't think Konami's going to hit the floodgates, chat. Let me just say this. I don't think people who say, oh, ban all floodgates, I don't think that's going to happen. There's nothing showing that Jerome cares about TC Boo, Skill Drain, Rivalry Goes and Match. So, like, those are just off the table. But, you know, there's no D-Shifter. There's no D-Barrier. There's no Eradicator. I thought, chat, I expected that the community could have at least whined Eradicator onto the FNL list. Do you guys agree with that, chat? I thought at least we could whine Eradicator, if nothing else, at least that one card. I thought we could get that one banned, and it just didn't happen. Like, I was like, oh, no Eradicator, no D-Barrier. Okay, that's no Archfiend King Calamity. Someone said they just put it in the structure deck. Who cares? It's still a toxic ass card. Eradicator should have died and burned in hell. We did. They want to sell Labyrinth. Oh, goodness. Okay, so then it's like, all right, well, at least we have limits, right? And you start with the limit pool, and you're like, oh, they hit Bestials. But then you realize, like, okay, well, but it's only one Bestial. Because all the Bestials, chat, or would the Bestial Lubellion be with T? So fair enough. But you look, it's like, okay, well, just one Bestial. Okay, so they didn't crazy hit dragons. They didn't, like, Bestial Magnum, Bestial Surinere, Bestial Baldrake, Bestial Druisworm, all to one. Just hit one. And then you see Chaos Space, which no one predicted. And that's basically the end of the ban list. Like, that's it. There's nothing, like, no Unchained hits at all. I can't believe that shit, chat. And then people say, oh, Cap G, Unchained just came out. Why would you hit the cards? Didn't they hit Super Heavy Samurai after like 4 weeks of it being legal? They hit Super Heavy Samurai 4 weeks into it being legal, and they didn't just hit a card. They banned a card. Like, no one saw. They banned a card that no one saw coming. They were just like, you don't get to exist anymore. Unchained is, I do not think Unchained is fair. I think, you know what deck, chat, I think that Unchained is? And it's going. You might take this as a slight, right? You might take this as an insult, but when you look at it in the grand scheme, it's actually a huge compliment. Tier? Nah, it's not. Don't go. Let's not go that far. Nothing. Nah, tier is just like should have never ever existed. No. Tier is like what's it called? Correct. Unchained is Burning Abyss. That's what it is, chat. It's Burning Abyss. Just how do you you out my monsters in any form that destroys them? Cool. Literally every single card in my entire deck just floats. Float, 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 float. You can't pop any of my cards. You can't destroy them in battle because like literally everything floats. You just can't interact with my stuff unless you're banishing it or you're bouncing it. Otherwise, they'll just like summon more cards. I think Unchained is like the modern day Burning Abyss. Tier without Ishizus. I still would disagree because Tier without Ishizus. I mean, I guess you could correlate the spells and traps how they interact with being destroyed as with like the Unchained cards. But with Unchained, you're kind of like doing this stuff yourself. You know what I mean? Versus Tier. I guess some of them kind of like Sharon kind of does something itself, and Ryan. I still like the Burning Abyss. What's it called? Tier combos when it floats. Why are they twins if there's 3? Unchained just regular floats. All I'm saying, I'm not saying they needed to ban something in Unchained, but could they have just at least limited something in Unchained, chat? Would that have been unfair? Because what's the red dog, the one that activates in the hand? I think that should have been the card that got limited to 1. That's the card that makes the deck like stupid. Oh, summon tour guide, imperm, cool. Chain red dog from my hand, pop the tour guide. Game's basically over now because you went neg 1. I still get my tour guide. I still get my dog to summon itself. I'm gonna make Yama get like 2 more cards. The red dog gets another card from the. It's a bit like I'm basically like +4 at this point. Like the game's basically over at that point. Sharvara, question mark. The red dog is new, and he's broken, bro. Like, what do you want? if we're not gonna ban the Link 2, then like, what else do you want me to do? You can't. All the old cards aren't that insane. We know the old cards aren't that insane because the deck wasn't good before. Like the new cards are what make the deck. I mean, and the new blue dog reborns himself. And then he blows up your opponent's cards as well. Why does he blow up my cards? That's the problem I have with the new blue dog. Is like, it's perfectly fine if you want to blow up your shit. Why you gotta blow up my shit too? Like, that blue dog is stupid. And he reborns himself for free. And then when he dies, he doesn't banish himself. He just puts himself back into the deck so they can do it again next turn. Limit tour. No, I want direct. I mean, I would have actually considered that acceptable. So someone saying limit tour guide. I actually, if Konami, chat, would that have been at least acceptable for a first slap on the wrist? If they would have been like, all right, we're putting tour guide, that would have at least been acceptable to put tour guide to 1. But to do nothing, like nothing at all, like ban Griffin. Yeah, Griffin actually is kind of an absurd card if you play against decks that like don't link spam, chat. Well, Kashtira probably won't be played anymore. But if you have like Nightmare Griffin against Kashtira, how do you use any effects? You don't link in that deck at all. So like, how do you special any of your cash monsters and use the effects? Like Vanquish Soul's another, like you have to go into rock before like special summoning, otherwise you can't use any special summon effects. Like yeah, Nightmare Griffin, cry about it. I just think like, I don't know, I'm not happy that Unchained just got what's it called? They're not hitting a brand new card. Define brand new. I mean, was purely Delicious Memory not brand new, chat? Was that not brand new? I think purely Delicious Memory was only like 2 months old before they put that card to like limited status. So if we can, I'm just saying, if you make these precedents, then you know what I mean? Like you can't say, oh, they can't do this when they like, we hit Super Heavy Samurai after a month. We hit purely Delicious Memory after 2 months. So why can't we do it? It didn't come out in literally the latest set. Oh, hold on. Well, let me think. Have we gotten a set since Duelist Nexus? Haven't we gotten like a start? I feel like we've gotten like a starter deck or some stupid irrelevant set that, what's it called? I know Crimson King comes out in like a week or something. Yeah, we got what's it called? Press one if we can hit it because the fireman fireman great. The Salaman great set, chat. Ooh, take that. Yeah, technically the latest set is Soul Burning Volcano, Legendary Duelist Soul Burning Volcano. So Duelist Nexus is not the latest. I think. I honestly don't even know the exact dates that each set came out in. But yeah, like the point we get a Ruxin. This all goes back to what Ruxin said, chat. We get too many fucking sets, but I just don't see that. I don't see why we couldn't hit like the Red Dog to one. Oh yeah.